Hi friends, this is SJ Trends and I welcome you all to our YouTube channel. Today our discussion is going to be about punctuations that we use in English. First of all, what are punctuations? Punctuations are nothing but the symbols that we use in sentences to give the proper meaning and also convey the exact meaning that we feel to the readers. And why are they important? Why should we use these punctuations? Punctuations are to be used to give the exact meaning, and also the readers have to understand the proper meaning of the sentence. So these punctuation marks helps us in that case. So now we are going to see the common punctuation marks that we use in our sentences, and they are full stop, comma, question mark, colon, semicolon, parenthesis, apostrophe, quotation marks, hyphen, and exclamation mark. So we'll be having a common note of it, its definition, and where do we use it, and also similar instances in our video. So don't skip the video for better understanding. So now we'll get to know about what the full stop is. Full stop is the most commonly used punctuations by everybody in English, and it indicates the end of a sentence. Example, she bought some sweets. So this is a common statement sentence, and here we have a subject, verb, and also an object. And now our sentence is completed, and it is also giving the proper meaning. So after this, what should we do? We should keep a punctuation mark, and that is full stop, to understand or to let to know the users that our sentence is completely completed. Alright guys, the second punctuation mark is comma. As I told you, comma is the second punctuation mark and is also the most important one that we use commonly. It is used to separate items in a list while we use in a sentence, and it is also used to give the natural pause in order to understand the meaning of the sentence. So the instance will make you clear in this case. To prepare tea, you will be in need of milk, tea powder, sugar, and water. In this case, I have used to prepare tea, I have used a comma, because here you have to give a stress or a natural pause in order to understand. So how should you read this? To prepare tea, you will be in need of milk, tea powder, sugar, and water. And the next case is I have used commas to separate items like milk, tea powder in this case. Your third sentence is question marks. Question marks are commonly used to indicate the end of a question, and it is used in interrogative sentences. So if you skip these marks, the sentence or the interrogative sentence that you are framing is completely meaningless and it goes into error. So, example, what's the baby doing? How old are you? And what's your name? All these commonly used interrogative words should end with a question mark. And your next is colon. Colon is not commonly used formally and both also informally, but we don't use in sentences most often. It is only used in written format. Colon is used to indicate the common heading. So if you're going to write a paragraph on your own and you have to give a common heading to it, right? So in order to do that, you just choose a heading relevant to your paragraph and you name it and you give a colon to it. It means that you're going to say about that topic in the rest of the sentences. So this says that you are giving the definition or the example, or even it could be of a meaning of your heading. So this instance will make you clear. So I have given the definition of a teacher who's very important to us in our life. So teacher, after that I have used colon because I'm going to describe the definition of teacher after this word. Heading. One who teaches and guides us, one who molds us, one who guides us in a good way, good path, one who preaches knowledge or gives knowledge to us. All these sentences are relevant to or gives the definition of teacher. So I have given a common heading teacher followed by a colon. So your fifth one is semicolon. Semicolon is similar to full stop, guys, but it's not mentioning the end of a sentence. It says that the next coming sentences are connected with the first one. So, for instance, Sheila is intelligent. She answers tricky questions. So here the whole scene is about Sheila, because Sheila is portrayed as intelligent and she also answers the tricky questions erased. So the second sentence is the description of Sheila, so it is connected to the first one. So here we could see the connection between the two sentences, and they are linked by a semicolon simply. And your next one is parenthesis. Parenthesis is commonly measured as common brackets, which gives us reference to a word, or also it gives us an additional information. Yesterday, Friday, was the last day of college. So here, yesterday means you that the day Friday, exact day, was the last day of college. So when are you writing the article is quite different from the people who read, right? So they should understand what was the day on that time. So to mention that, we have given the reference, and that is Friday. It is an additional information. And your next one comes apostrophe. Apostrophe is usually done in possessive cases like possessive nouns or sentences, as you know, and it is also used to replace missing words in a sentence. Example, the cat's bowl is missing. Here, the cat's bowl, you could see the possessive here, right? And here, next sentence, we are having a great time. We are having a great time. Here the R is hidden and it is mentioned by an apostrophe mark. And the next one is quotations. Quotation is mostly seen in English articles or newspapers, or even some thoughts which you see or sayings which you keep. All these things are commonly mentioned as quotations or quotes. What is the usages? Quoting someone saying. It is also used in direct speech. Yes, these are the exact words of someone which you use for your purpose. So for that case, you have to use these quotation marks, a pair of quotation marks. Example, you become what you believe. This is the words of the famous personality, and so I have used the quotation marks. And your next, she said, I don't eat cheese. So this is the direct speech, an example for direct speech, and so it is mentioned in quotation marks. And the last one for you is, last slide is hyphen. Hyphen is used to link two words, and also it is used to mention the syllables. And your example, we are looking for a dog-friendly hotel. Here we are demanding or request. We are demanding our thought, and we are saying or impressing the persons by saying that we are looking for a dog-friendly hotel. Quality mentions quality, and we are including the hyphen punctuation here to express our meaning. And the last punctuation for today's video is exclamation marks. Exclamation marks are commonly used in all cases as it is one of the 4 kinds of sentence that we use, right? So we could see the exclamatory sentences in the 4 kinds of sentence, right? So exclamatory sentences are usually ended, or it is also used in exclamatory marks also, right? So it expresses the strong feeling, and it is not used in formal writing, guys. It is completely informal. And your example, help. So this word help, and after that I have used these 3 dots, right? So these 3 dot mentions that it is also one of the punctuations in English, and it is called as ellipsis points. It is called as ellipsis points. Ellipsis points. And your second one is